hello. What's going on, Chicago and worldwide? It is another Wednesday, 6 p.m. Intellectual Radio. Let's go with iHeartRadio. This is Brandy J on your mic, Chicago's number one empress. Also, you know what? Brandy J, the alchemist. You can find me on IG. That's Brandy, three Y's, J underscore. And also, today's episode is brought to you by yours truly, True Essence. We're a unique spiritual spa located in Broadview, 1605 West Roosevelt Road. We specialize in all different type of spa services as well, spiritual healing and spiritual tools that you may need to ascend. Also, go get us. Let's go. Stand up. We are a business credit and funding organization. We also work with personal credit as well. And also, of course, get into the bag. How many of y'all want to get to the bag? And you don't want to go somewhere to get to the bag. You would like to stay at home, remote, and do your thing. Yes, well, this is the organization for you. So if you are interested, feel free to reach out to me on any platforms. Facebook, it is Brandy Buchanan. Welcome back, guys. It is another Wednesday. I'm happy to be back in with you guys, tuning in. The vibes is very high. Chicago, it's been hot. Like, really, it's been super, super hot. We always got to leave with the weather. We always got to leave with the weather. And, we complain about it being so hot, but we going to be snowing soon before you know it. So let's enjoy this hot weather, but make sure you guys stay hydrated. Okay. Stay hydrated during this times. You definitely need to make sure you're eating healthy and making sure that you're staying hydrated because the sun is on fleek. I said, what? The sun is on fleek. I know in some of the conversations we talked about sun gazing. This may not be the best time to sun gaze, especially for beginners. If you are more experienced with sun gazing, maybe you go ahead and hit the sun for a few minutes, taking those photons and all of that good things that's coming out of there. But get out of that gym because you don't want to make sure that you're not doing too much in the sunlight. So yes, stay hydrated, people. Just make sure you're downloading all the good photons that's coming from the Mother Earth and continue to enjoy the high vibrations that's set before us. It's a beautiful time to be alive. It's a beautiful time to be here. All praises to the Most High. I said again, all praises to the Most High. All praises. Like, man, we are here and the energy is prominent and the love is real. And I get to experience that love on a day-to-day basis. And I get to, man, enjoy it and all the fruits there of it, like with my children and my business and my self-development and every aspect of my life, whether it be with my family or my whatever. I'm just so filled up, and I see you guys are filled as well. So continue to sing high praises and make sure that your praises and that your daily actions lines up with the praises that you sing about. Okay, so make sure your daily deeds are in alignment with the singing and the praises that the Most High deserves. Also, all praises to our ancestors. All praises to our ancestors, okay? Because they have brought so much greatness and made so many sacrifices for us. This past weekend, we celebrated Juneteenth, and man, that's a national holiday. And although, yes, we want reparations and all these other beautiful things, and we surely will get there. But let's also just be able to celebrate that the fact that we can come together and celebrate something that stems outside of the Western culture. This is back to our roots, right? This is back to our freedom, and we're exploring the facets of who we were, who we are, and who we will be. And this past weekend was very beautiful for Chicago. And I tuned in to some of you other guys. You guys were doing it big. A lot of just great Black love and great energy. We have all lost a lot of people along the way and a lot of devastation along the way, but we still prevail. And I mean, it is just something magnificent about our people. It's something magnificent about the human spirit in general, and regardless of race or gender, right? But it is something special and unique about my culture, and I celebrate that. And there's something unique about each and every one of our cultures, and you should celebrate that too. And this is what this liberation was about. It's like, hey, if you guys get to celebrate June, July 4th, and all these different things, and Columbus Days, which we really know the real about that, but that's a whole nother subject. We also too should get the ability to celebrate our culture and what liberated us and what makes us unique. So all praises to the Most High, all praises to the ancestors for the sacrifice. We continue to vibrate high so that you guys can be fulfilled in our journey, and maybe continue to spark and enlighten one another, right? So, man, getting back to it. So today's topic, guys, is about health and wellness, right? So last week we concluded our two episode topic in regards to what is a high value man and a high value woman. And we had a lot of dialogue in regards to that, which was pretty dope. We also ended with a panel, which was even more doper. And it just had us actually having a lot of conversation. So over the weekend, I got a lot of specific questions in regards to Brandy. What do you consider to be a high value man? I hear all the things, and but what do you specifically? So for inquiring minds, I'll lead with this and I'll end with something high, and I'll put some things in there as well. So for me, a high value man is also one who's assertive, one who's sure of himself. He's going to go specifically after what he wants, and that even comes with dating. Because listen, a lot of us are in the dating field. I myself, if I'm on a dating field, right? I'm in there. So I need someone who, when he sees me or he knows me to be who I am, to be assertive in his pursuit of that, not to be nervous, not to be laid back and act as though that everything all good, like I ain't that, that kind of a thing. I need you to be assertive and assured of yourself. So it doesn't mean just going for a throttle, but that does mean marking your territory. And I think that's very important. And again, that goes back to what we were saying in the other episodes as far as being a provisionary, being able to forecast into the future. So if it's something that you want and you deem yourself wanting to have, make that known not only to that other person, but also to the others that are around them. Also, one who's connected to source, one who's know that there's a higher calling even outside of himself, outside of our relationship, outside of our children, his business, whatever have you. He's connected to source, right? Also one who is a provider, a great provider, and you can provide in so many ways. It's not just financially, right? It's providing a safe haven for a woman to be herself. It's providing love and abundance. So provisions can go in so many different directions. And lastly, self-development, someone who's developing self, whether it be their financial house, whether it be their spiritual house, whether it be their physical house, that's a part of health and wellness, which is our topic of today, people. So if you are looking to tune in live, always your girl is right here, Brandy J, Chicago's #1 Empress, 708-223-8953 on Intellectual Radio. Let's go. So going back into it, health and wellness is, to me, is someone just being sure of themselves, someone tapping into their divinity, someone knowing how the energy works within, right? And putting in proper things to make sure that they can stay optimized in their energy, right? So some of the activities that you can do to promote health and wellness is yoga and meditation, also working out, sound frequencies, reading and writing, arts, whether that be performing arts or actually arting and drawing out things, eating healthy, and so much more things. So as far as some of those components, some of the benefits as far as being able to do some of those things, I'll break that down quickly. Now, as far as yoga and meditation, not only does it get the blood flowing, not only is it great for your bones and your body structure and how you stand, it's also great for the mind. So it strengthens the minds and it strengthens the focus. And in the coming up, we're going to talk about how focus shifts the paradigms, right? So we all spoke about and learned about how paradigms work, right? So paradigms is very important when you're talking about shifting realities and or kicking your higher self into a higher gear. You have to first start with the unraveling and the rewiring of the mind, the subconscious mind, and that's all in the paradigm, right? So with that being said, yoga and meditation helps you to be able to do those things. It allows you to focus. When you wake up in the morning and your first thing is not to just instantly go, but your first thing is to kind of breathe in, breathe out, right? To not go so fast, but to kind of break it down, because you are in control of your mind, right? So you begin your morning on just a higher frequency, but a lower physical sense, right? So meditation is a part of that. That allows you to focus on your true intent. It allows you to give homage to the creator. And there's something about the attitude of gratitude. More comes to you, more is attracted to you, because you're calming all the senses down and you're basically piercing into the future. And in that, you're saying, thank you, spirit. Thank you that I have another day. Thank you that I can pierce into my new future. Thank you for giving me the joy, the energy to do so. you know. Now, after you have done that in yoga, also working out. Working out is so like, man, it's so enlightening. I haven't worked out, guys, honest, in 2 weeks. I got to get back on my thing. But when when it's incorporated and folded into your lifestyle, even when you get to where you're doing a whole lot of things and maybe that's not actually as time, as it used to be, your body will still tell you what you need to do. Your body will urge you to go back. So that's why it's important for us to start to incorporate these great health and wellness tools into our daily lives, because the body needs it. And even when you fall off track or you're not as as you were, your body's gonna be like, get back in there, get back in the gym, or get back on that treadmill, get back on that. And again, when you are when the blood is flowing, everything is growing, right? And what about the endorphins and all those different beautiful things that's being released as far as the chemical releases in your brain that's causing you to be happier, causing you to attract more of what you want? These are real scientific factors that's taking place in the mind and the body and within your or within your energetic field. So these are great tools. Also, reading and writing. Reading and writing is great for health and wellness. For those who are not too fond of writing and or reading, you have audiobooks, you have so many journals, or you have self-development books that you can just write different notes on a daily basis. For those who like to write like myself, hey, get you a couple journals, incorporate that, write out some affirmations, write affirmations as if they're in the present tense, right? Also, eating healthy is essential to health and wellness. It is essential to health and wellness because you can't even, like, your body is a plant, right? So you want to make sure you're giving it water, giving it the right vitamins, giving it everything it needs, giving it its sunlight, right? All those things are great components as far as growing. If you are giving your body unhealthy fried processed food all the time, meaning that's what you do on a consistent basis, there's no way that your energy can be optimized. And even with the sun gazing, even with the yoga, even with the meditation, it's still not going to be at its very best. And don't get bad on you guys, on yourself, because I am still learning. Again, you guys know, who don't know, I love my Uncle Remus. Listen, y'all think I'll play it. Listen, they know me by name. Brandy, what you want? Sis peas. I'm like, man, don't be telling everybody, don't be telling everybody, because that's just what it is. So I like my fried chicken, but because I know I like that, then I know that I have to, one, be mindful of that, balance it out, drink more water, stay, eat a little bit more healthy and things of that nature. So we're all growing. So I just want us to be aware of those are some of the tools as far as health and wellness. Understand that your mental state controls your consciousness and your body functions. Again, your mental state controls your consciousness, how you think, how you breathe, and your body functions. Notice how some people are depressed, they're more looking down all the time. Their energy, their body functions, their body adapts to that energy because that's what their thoughts is. Where those who are a little bit more, let's just say, happy, and they tend to vibrate a little bit more. They're standing up. They're more postured. They're more movement with their body and things of that nature. So your body also tells a telltale sign on what you're thinking. Let's say this, rewind, rewind. Your body tells a story. It's a telltale sign of what you've been thinking. Diseases is dis-ease in the body. I said a disease that that a doctor tell you have, whether it be cancer or whatever, that's a dis-ease in the body. A dis-ease is that all your energy isn't flowing correctly. Again, quickly going back over energy. Energy is what you're made of. Energy is what your body and your cells are made of. Okay. To be able, the Most High is so magnificent, and it's so past some of our comprehensions and even mine at sometimes. But he broke down this energy in different sectors so that it can be best understood. So with the energies that are flowing down in your body, it's all the way from your root chakra all the way up to your crown chakra. So your root chakra beginning at your sexual organs, all the way to your crown chakra being at your head, which is the way you came in, which is why a baby's head is soft when it comes into this world, because it was just received all the downloads from the creator while I was in the womb, right? So we are all coming from the womb, and we are all energy. So it's best that you understand how energy works and understand how your body is going to basically basically coexist based off of how you're thinking and how the energy is working in you. So again, to quickly go over this, for the root chakra, if that's imbalance, you're going to see lack financial, lack in your relationships, lack in your physical appearance, lack. When your root chakra is balanced, you're going to be safe and secure. You're going to be financially abundant, and or on your way to financial abundance. You're going to feel worthy of love, and you're going to attract naturally the type of love you're deserving of, right? Because it can be either off balance or imbalance. The goal is to be imbalanced. The goal is to balance out all these chakras so that you can receive the downloads, right? And it's important to make sure you're eating the right things. So as these downloads are received, be it meditation, be it sun gazing, be it whatever have you, you can be able to dissect what it is that the creator specifically wants you to do in this time and space, right? So again, let's say this quickly: heart chakra, right? If your heart chakra is blocked, you don't forgive others, you hold on to things. You're holding on to things. You can't forgive yourself from your past iniquities. You feel low of yourself. You feel undeserving. That is no way to live. That is not the way the creator created you to live. You have to let go of those things. Again, you cannot get far. You cannot even fly, right? If you have all that baggage, bag lady or bag man, you're going to hurt your back dragging on them bags like it that. Let it go. So if your heart chakra is aligned, one is a knowing that they are a beacon of light. They follow their heart desire. They love unconditionally. It doesn't mean that you accept anything from just anyone. You have boundaries. Absolutely. You got to have that. But there is a unconditional type of love that you have for yourself and for others. And you forgive yourself. You forgive yourself even for the most heinous, craziest crimes or whatever have you. Forgive yourself. That's very important. And you are vibrating positivity, because guess what? You can't even get to these other chakras unless you get past this heart. Again, going back to our initial shows, we said that one can't even get to certain levels because their heart chakra is blocked, right? A lot of adults living in their heart chakra. Oh, my mama did this, my daddy did that. And I'm not trying to dismiss anyone's feelings, because we all have been through our share of ups and downs, but you have to push forward. That's very important, right? Because again, stress, grief, depression, that's going to come to everybody. I want to make this loud and clear. Stress, grief, and depression is going to hit everybody in some capacity, but you have to be able to be smart enough and wise enough to scale out the energies and to rescale them and to balance it, and to ask God to assist you in that. Right? Ask God to assist you in that, because you can't stay in those energies. Yes, grief will come. Someone may pass. Stress will come. You may be out of a job one point. Depression may come. That person left, or you don't know who you are anymore. These things will come. These ways will come. But how you are able to address these ways and look at it and be optimistic towards it, that's what's going to make you unique. That's what's going to make you be able to ride those waves, right? Because too long of those type of energies will affect your mental health. And then you'll have what you see now on the rise. Why you see so much mental health people shooting officers and naked and all these crazy things. You can't knock the person. It is the environment. It is the environment. And the more we talk about that on the news, the more we share it on our Facebook, the more these type of things just they kind of take a life on its own. So we have to have these type of conversations like we have today, so that we can be mindful of our role in it. And self-development is serve first self. Self-love again is self. What Cat Williams said, I can't show you light. It's called self-esteem. You gotta have that yourself. So if you don't know what self-love and resilience and all these things are about, get into groups, get around people who are naturally on that type of rhythm, so you can expand your mind, and also get on this podcast, Intellectual Radio. Let's go. Your girl Brandy J is here every Wednesday, 6 p.m. So these type of conversations is high consciousness. These type of conversations are intellectual, and it's necessary for our self-development and our growth. So what can you do to help reduce stress is to just again eat, sleep, breathe with the creator, balance out your energies, know your self-worth, work on your skills, on your self-development, have an attitude of gratitude, laugh more, get your financial house in order. Again, go get us, let's go. We all about getting to the bad. That's what our company specialize in. We are the pivoters as far as bringing great intellectual and financial literacy to the game and to our people, and we're really elevating our people and their consciousness when it comes to money and how people look at it, when it comes to credit and how people look at it, when it comes to business funding. I tell you, had I had business funding, y'all, I would be light years ahead. Trust me, okay? Light years ahead. You don't want to use your own money if you don't have to. So put yourself in the game, and I can assist you in doing so. So go getters, let's go. Again, you can check me out on IG. That's Brandy3YJ _ Also Facebook, Brandy Buchanan. So yeah, so start shifting the mind. Start knowing who you are, laughing, enjoying, have the attitude of gratitude. All these things are great things, right? So we quickly talked about the shifting of the mind, which is what? The paradigm, right? So for those who are unaware, because we did speak about that briefly in the other shows, but I'll go over it again. A paradigm is a mental program that has almost exclusive control over your habitual behavior. So it is a mental program that has almost exclusive control over your behavior, over things that you were taught over a course of time, the way you were raised, the things that you said, the things that were even spoken over you. You know, just like with a plant, if you speak life into that plant can grow. But otherwise, if you speak death and chaos over that plant can die over time. So yes, your environment shapes your paradigm. It shapes the way you look at life. Again, 5% of the brain is your conscious mind. That's what you're learning. That's what A, B, C, that type of a thing. But your subconscious mind is your genetics. It's what's been programmed into you from your birth. So that's a huge component of your mind. So just make sure that you are not only shifting your children's mind with what you say over them, but also your own. If you realize that your paradigm is a little off, then hey, reshift it. We had exercises that we did as far as being able to take that negative and turn it into a positive. How to focus on who you want to be. An example of that is think of 3 people off the rip that you admire. Think of 3 people that you admire, and then write down quickly what you admire about them. What are some of the things that you admire most about them? Leave space under each thing that you like about those people. Go back over it and then say as if you already are those things. Right? For example, I like that this person has several streams of income. Under it, I am grateful that I have learned how to have several streams of income. So you're basically saying what you admire, and then you're putting yourself in that present tense of it, and you're giving gratitude in doing that. So you do have to kind of trick the mind a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. Believe me, they do it all the time. What you think that's going on out here in the world, sorcery with the TV, all of that is propaganda and agenda, and they're messing and they're tampering with the mind. So it's best that you again drive your own vehicle, because if you don't drive your vehicle, guess who's driving it? The elite, somebody else, somebody who's non-deserving, even sometimes some entities, some lower entities. Oh boy, you don't want them in your seat. You don't want them entities driving you around. They'll just have a joyride. No, take control of your vehicles, take control of your intellectual property, which is your mind. Start to shift these paradigms and get in tune with how these things work. Again, your paradigm controls your perception, your use of time, your creativity. Some people be thinking they're not creative. No, we were created by the Most High. Look at this world that we're living in. If you manifest it into this world, you, my dear, are creative. If you are living in this world, you are creative. You just not have been able to tap into your creativeness. But that will all change when you start to shift the paradigm, right? Paradigm also controls your effectiveness, your productivity, your logic and senses. Sometimes your logic and your senses can be blocked because your paradigm is kind of distorted, right? And your ability to earn money. Some people think that they can only earn money by going to a 9 to 5. That's a false tale. I'm not saying that, hey, for those who are working your 9 to 5s, hey, kudos to you. That takes a lot of discipline, courage, and so on and so forth. But that is not the only way as far as being able to get money and earn an income and a living. So that starts with, again, shifting of the paradigm. So these are all great tools that I love to talk about with you guys. And again, I love vibing with you guys. I am going to be concluding soon, but if you have time, feel free to give us a call, 708-223-8953. That's Intellectual Radio. Brandy J, let's go. Right? So your mind is, again, your intellectual property. Removing fear is essential. Remember, fear is false evidence appearing real. Replace that with security. Replace that with the surety of knowing who you are, right? 10 steps as far as to improve yourself is: one is make a 6-month plan, set goals based off of your desires, make a clear effort and idea of who you are, and set that image clear in your mind and with visual things around your home, right? Find out what you need to rid yourself of and what things you need to develop to become this new self-developed person, right? Build and develop your new skills often. You got to often be pouring out of that well and taking out of that well and pouring back in, right? It's a residual thing, right? Find a mentor that will assist you. You may not find a mentor that's good in every component of your life, but if you do, you're blessed. But hey, you may have to have several mentors. I might have to have a mentor spiritually. I might have to have a mentor for finances, whatever have you. But make sure you put yourself in that alignment, right? And become your biggest cheerleader, become your biggest fan. Listen, I am my biggest fan, y'all. Listen, I would be like hyping myself. Y'all should see me in a car by myself sometimes. Somebody would probably, I said, I need to get tents because some people probably drive past, just think I'm crazy. But I be hyping myself up. And it's half of the reason why I have been able to pierce into my future and do even more greater things that I know I'm here to accomplish, right? So become your biggest cheerleader and let go of that fear, right? And remember to start your new with a daily routine. Understand what your daily routine needs to be, get it in order, and make sure your household and your work environment is in alignment with that, and reinvent yourself, right? Renters always reinvent themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with reinventing yourself. You was known to constantly fail and drop the ball, but you here now. You here dunking and diving and all that. So be proud of yourself. Be your biggest cheerleader. Be your biggest fan. Continue to vibrate high. Continue to check us out every Wednesday, guys. Intellectual Radio. Let's go. And, just going to be high vibes. And we just here again. I love you guys for tuning in another Wednesday. It's always beautiful to check you guys out. I'm just so blessed that I get to spread this joy with you guys. And until then, guys, until then, it's just going to be high vibes and high love and high energy. And remember, let's start shifting those paradigms, right, guys? Let's start shifting the mind and getting in tune with our higher consciousness and start balancing out these energies. Also, guys, I launched my website, so you guys check it out. You can follow the link under my IG. That's Brandy 3YJ _ True Essence 1 on the Shopify. You know what's going on. Your girl is also here. Also, for those who are not in tune with how chakras work, I have this on sale on my website as well. This is just basically letting you know how the energy centers in the body works and give you a more definition of how the chakra works and how you can be able to optimize your energy and the things that in the practices such as yoga, meditation, you can use to be able to make this thing go to the next level. I love you guys, and I thank you guys for watching. Continue to vibrate high. Love you guys. Peace, love.
Come on. Yeah. I see you, baby. Get your shine on.